guys, welcome back. It's me, Moonrock ASMR. Today I had a new idea for a cool and funny video. So I always enjoyed these tier lists and I thought it might be funny to make one. So the first one I found that made me curious was this one, every superpower. And we are going to rank every superpower in this tier list. And there are 7 categories: God tier, the best, fantastic, pretty cool, alright, bad, I do not want this, and what is this? So, and yeah, below are all the superpowers. There are a lot of them, and we are going to rank every single one. I'll try to make it quick because there are a lot. So yeah, let's just start, right? So the first is godly charisma. I guess like you are a good talker and people listen to you. That's basically what that means. Um, yeah, I mean that's alright, I would say. Nothing too special. Okay, next is power copying. Oh, so if you can copy any power, that's pretty OP. I would actually even put it God tier, because technically with this you can get all of this too. Okay, the next one, technomancy. Oh, I'm not sure I know what that means, so let's put it into, what is this? Elemental mimicry. So, that's like, for example, the torch guy in Fantastic Four. Um, it looks cool. Yeah, let's put it on. Pretty cool. Okay, next is force manipulation. So we can manipulate others. He's crying. Yeah, I mean, that can be very good, but to me, that's not God tier. Let's put it in fantastic. That just means that you talk a lot of languages, I think. So, yeah, that's like, of course, it can be practical, but that's not really a superpower in my opinion. So we put it at bad. Necromancy. I mean, since we are Diablo fans, that's pretty interesting. Um, and since I already used the word pretty, I think we put this into pretty cool because that would be hilarious. The question is, are they zombies or can you maybe revive dead relatives? Because then it would be cool, very cool. Okay, density control. Um, so dense. Okay, so you can become very light or very heavy, for example, or probably when you're very dense, you get more like you better resistance against. But yeah, maybe we put this into alright. I think alright is the best here. Next one, omnipresence. I think that means that you can be everywhere at all times, so that's very overpowered. Omniscience. Oh guys, I don't really know what that means. Isn't that the same as omnipresence? So you know every... Honestly, since I don't know, let's put it into, what is this? Elasticity. Yeah, that's alright. Fire breathing. I mean, it's not really good, but it's also funny. So I think we put it into that's too very pretty cool. Clairvoyance, that means that you see everything basically. I think that can be very, very good. But presence is even more OP, so I think we put this into fantastic. Gender control. Guys, I think we skipped this one. um, Pyrokinesis, okay, basically the same as fire breathing. A bit cooler, a bit cooler, but still, we put it at pretty cool. By the way, I don't know if you just heard this shaking. That's a train that occasionally travels by. Okay, so next one. Okay, basically the same as this, just with ice. So let's again choose pretty cool. Okay, the same with water, also pretty cool. Okay, now we got every element and another element and another. What's happening? Okay, so this is controlling plants. I mean, that's overpowered too. Ah, come, we put it all here, so let's just keep putting them here. Light manipulation. Okay, that's another level because light can. That's something you can't. Maybe you can use it to travel as fast as light. Maybe you could slow time or something like this, since there are theories about if you are faster than the speed of light, you might be able to travel in time. That's very simplified, but yeah. Okay, so let's stop yapping. I'll just go with fantastic because there's a lot of potential, I think. Super strength. Okay, that's like a classic, but it's alright, I would say. Dark manipulation. Okay, what the hell does that mean? So you can control shadows or. Oh, dark, wait a minute. Couldn't that be like a black hole too? Oh man, imagine being able to control black holes. So if I understand this right, I think this is very OP. Okay, telepathy, that's a classic overpowered in my opinion. So you can, this is very overpowered. You can know what others think, and yeah, very strong. Maybe not. I mean, I don't know what very good use could this have. Or does telepathy mean you can also change others' thoughts? Because if you could change the thoughts, then it's definitely God tier. But let's put it into fantastic. Telekinesis. Okay, now that's another level. That's a whole nother level. If there's no limits, like if you could do this with a plane and not just with an apple, that's broken. So definitely God tier. Mind control. Oh, guys, that's God tier. Definitely, you could rule the entire world with mind control. But you could also make the world a better place. That's the interesting thing about superpowers. You never know what it would do to someone to have these powers. But yeah, that's clearly God tier. No questions asked. Precognition. Okay, I think that means that you can see events before they are happening, if I'm not mistaken. So this can be extremely good. You could, for example, win the lottery. So, but it's not as OP as all these. It's fantastic for our world, maybe. Pretty cool. I don't know, guys. Is but overall I'd say this is pretty bad. I mean, you could maybe scare people, or but illusions are still illusions, so they can't actually do anything. Yeah, let's put it into bed. Astral projection. That means that you're able to leave your body. So let's assume we have a soul. That means you could leave your body. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think we put it into dream manipulation. I mean, you know what? I think that's the first one we put here because even though it's cool, definitely cool, um, I think a big part that makes dreams interesting is the randomness of them. And if you're always able to manipulate your dreams, there are no random events anymore. So let's put this here. Super speed. I mean, it's okay, but compared to all the others, that's bad. Emotion control. Okay, that's pretty strong. That's pretty strong. I mean, that's almost mind control territory. Maybe not as perfect, because with mind control you can make them do anything, and here you can just make them sad. But I think that's pretty strong. Let's put it into fantastic. Energy blast. I mean, that's something every kid that watched Dragon Ball Z always dreamed about, so let's put it into very cool. Absorption. So if you can absorb absolutely everything, then it's very strong. You could absorb a black hole, you could absorb the entire universe. Yeah, that's God tier in my eyes. If it's limitless absorption and not just, I don't know, water or reality warping. Now this is a no-brainer. This is clearly God tier. Don't even have to explain why. Time manipulation also clearly, or that's insanely strong. Dimension travel. Oh man, that now there are some God tiers. This is again, you can travel in every time, everywhere. You have endless possibilities with this. Luck control. So that's also broken, definitely. But it's only good for, let's say, making money, or maybe other lucky things. But I see a lot of people chose God tier, but I put it into fantastic. Gravity control. Okay, that can be very strong. That's a bit better than all these. So let's put it into fantastic. Okay, next one, sound control. Meh. That's okay, that's okay. But I would say it's like in itself it's pretty good. But compared to all the others, I would actually put it into bad. Radiation control, okay, that can be very strong, but it's a bit like fire control. Let's put it, I think we put it to pretty cool. It's also, let's say, like an element. Okay, invulnerability, no questions asked, clearly God here. Cosmic awareness, now what does that mean? Honestly, every time that's my first thought. We will just put it into what is this? Portal creation, OP, hella OP. Like, that's kind of like dimension travel, but a bit worse. So then I would know what? Teleport is such a classic. Let's just put it into God tier. But if this is what I think it is, then I would put teleportation here. Invisibility, great, very great, but nothing like immortality or so. Invisibility, yeah, there are a lot of uses, but other than that, you're still a normal human. So I'd say this is pretty cool, but nothing more. Or maybe even alright. Now let's put it cool because it's literally cool. Okay, no clue what that is. Size manipulation. I mean, you could become larger than the Milky Way, but what? That doesn't achieve anything, so I think that's actually pretty bad. Okay, I mean, you could become very small and see the world on a molecular basis. That's interesting, but also not very strong. Maybe I'm missing something, but you could technically kill everyone by just going in them, but yeah, I don't know, not that good. So, next one is camouflage. That's even worse than invisible. So let's just say it's alright. Maybe even bad. Duplication. Honestly, I do not want this. No clue for what I could use that. Flight. Now that's very cool, very cool, because that's something we all want, I think. But it's not as OP as these, and also not as OP as these. So I say pretty cool. Winged flight. Okay, so a worse version of what did we just have? Flight. Where did we put it? Here, flight. Okay, so that's basically worse version of this. So let's say it's alright. Enhanced agility, good, but uncomparable to all the others. Animal communication. Now, that's something I personally would enjoy very much. Maybe it's not as strong as all the others, but on a personal level, to me, this would be fantastic. Superhuman sense. That's alright. Echolocation. Honestly, I have no clue. So I could. That sounds bad. Oh, I pressed I do not want this, but I actually do not want this, so whatever. Animal summoning. Okay, that's funny. Maybe pretty cool. Yeah, let's choose pretty cool. Super jump. Man, that's bad. By the way, I have no idea if you can hear the fly. There's a fly flying around here. I'm losing my mind. Just get out of the room already. Oops. So, next one is wall crawling. Now this is bad. Oh, again I misclicked. Super breath. Also kinda bad. Water breathing. This is pretty without any needs. Sounds good. That's actually fantastic. Toxin immunity. Oh, that's pretty cool. But yeah, I said pretty cool, so let's enhance stamina. Okay, but compared to all the others, bad. Pain suppression. Oh, that can be very strong. That can be very strong. Let's put it into alright, because you just don't feel the pain, but you still have the wounds. So I think that's not good. Or alright. Adrenaline control. I'd say it's the same as this. So it can be good, but it can also be bad on your body. Body manipulation. That's grotesque. Why did so many people could choose God here? What am I missing something? So you could become everything, basically. Could also be a fish and breathe underwater, and you could be an alien that survives in outer space. Yeah, honestly, I'd say it's pretty cool, but nothing that special. Acid creation. Yeah, that's alright. Hyper awareness. Oh, honestly, I'm already way too aware about everything. No thanks. Bone manipulation. Okay, that's also kinda grotesque. And to me, it's almost the same category as body manipulation, maybe even one worse, so let's put it into alright. Lava manipulation. What? Isn't that the same as this? So let's just put it into pretty cool. Yeah, so that's again cloud. That's boring. That's pretty boring. I say that's bad. Oh, whatever. Metal manipulation. That's all. I mean, it's alright. Enhanced reflexes can be pretty good, but it's not comparable to all the others, so it's bad. Crystal manipulation. That's bad too. Sand. I mean, you could also argue to put them here, but I don't know. We have so many in there and it's just sand. But sand can be broken too. But we put all those here and here. So yeah, let's say it's alright. Dust, same as sand. Fog, yeah, also alright. Smoke, same. It's all the same. Fear control. Now that's kind of like emotion control, so but you can also control your own fear. Since this controls every emotion and this just one, I will put this into pretty cool. Memory control. I mean, that can be useful, but for example, if you can travel in time or dimensions, you don't even have to remember stuff, you can just travel back. So, yeah, maybe I choose alright. Pain infliction. Okay, that's for sadists. That's good for sadists, but I mean, you can basically you become the strongest guy ever because you can just beat everything by pain infliction. But So I say, let's put it into alright. Hypnosis. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Maybe you could. Yeah, alright. It's alright. Voice mimicry. Okay, that sounds bad. Another train passing by, I think you heard it. I will try to always talk when they come, so I can check out if it's better when I'm talking while they travel by, or it's better if I don't say anything. So regeneration, now that's strong. That's very strong. That basically is kind of like immortal territory, but it's not immortality. I mean, let's for example, everything but one atom of your body gets burned. Can you still regenerate your entire body? Because then it's basically like being immortal. But I put it into fantastic. Time pause, no question. Clearly got here. That's awesome. X-ray vision, yeah, pretty cool, but I'd say it's just alright. Thermal vision, that's bad. Night vision, bad. Like, again, not bad by itself, but compared to all the others. Mirror manipulation, no, that sounds bad too. Skin hardening. I mean, that could make you very durable and also kind of like immortal, but you could still age, for example, so it's pretty cool, I would say. Venomous touch, okay. No, that would be. I mean, if I could control it, yes, then it's cool, but imagine you would kill your girlfriend or boyfriend or mother or father by accident. And I think that's also why many people chose this, so I will choose this too. Possession. So you can possess others. That would be pretty cool. But no, not really overpowered. Digital absorption. So I think that means like transcendence, kinda, yeah, right? Like uploading your consciousness into the digital world. I mean, that could be very strong, considering how the world's evolving right now. But when Earth would be destroyed, there's nothing to save your data anymore, so that's not that strong. Let's put it into pretty cool. No clue what that is. Immortality, okay, classic. So that's I know a lot of people would choose. I do not want this, but I'm one of the people that would enjoy this very much. So yeah, that's a 50-50. I know many people don't want blood manipulation. Wow, okay, that's creepy. I mean, blood is basically water, mostly. So I think it's the same category, so which was pretty cool. Conjuration. Oh, I know that movie, but I have no idea what that means, and this does not help. So he can eat a flying hot dog. No, we choose this. Web slinging, kinda boring. Nothing too great. Heat vision, that's like Homelander from The Boys, if you know that series. Yeah, that's pretty cool, but also kind if I can control it, yes, but and that's why I would put it into alright. Freeze breath, same as this, again pretty cool. Force fields, okay, that sounds interesting. Now force field by definition I think can block pretty much everything. So maybe that's fantastic. Yeah, let's choose fantastic. Combat skills. I mean, I would beat everyone in my local gym, but it would be boring. So I say this is bad. Healing touch, okay. So regeneration, healing, that's basically the same. Fantastic. Shapeshifter. I think that kind of goes into this territory like invisible or camouflage. You can do funny stuff, you can do interesting stuff, but you're still very limited. So I say this is. I think this is even worse than invisible. Let's put it into alright. Okay, so this means you can transform anything into anything. Yeah, that's very, very good. I say fantastic. Yeah, no. Sorry. Is that the last one? Yeah, okay, that's the last one, guys. So we did it. I hope you liked the video. I think maybe some of you agree with my list and some don't. Tell me in the comments if you think there are some which are in a complete wrong tier in your opinion. For example, this one is a classic, or maybe some people just like one of these random stuffs like web slinging. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed doing it. Sorry for the abrupt cutting. I accidentally opened OBS while I was still talking, and it's not a good look, so I just redid now the outro. Sorry for that. And again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, bye bye.